I hope everyone can hear me well. This talk is about cruising in Croatia, or as the tourist office prefer to call it, the Mediterranean as it used to be. These are the sorts of things that we heard about Croatia before we went there, and I hope by the end of this presentation you'll have some idea as to whether or not they apply. There's 280 miles as the crow flies from the border with Slovenia to the border with Montenegro. The tourist office would have you believe there are over 1,000 islands, but only 48 of those are permanently inhabited. Some others are inhabited during the summer because people go out and set up restaurants, mainly for the sailing fraternity. The sea areas that cover the coast are the Northern Adriatic and the Central Adriatic. As far as officialdom is concerned, we really haven't had any problems. We've had one visit from a police boat. There were 5 policemen on board. They asked me to fill in a couple of forms, which I didn't understand. They were in Croatian. They gave me a copy of each. I asked what I should then do with them, and I was told I could throw them away now if I wanted to. So they're basically justifying their existence. Marina charges, overnight prices are expensive. The whole pricing structure is geared to the industry of chartering, and so overnight fees divided between maybe 8 people on a charter boat don't seem so much. If you've got 2 or 3 people on a privately owned boat, then they do mount up. And we tend not to visit marinas other than the one where we've got a permanent base, unless there's a specific reason for doing so. A couple of websites there that you might want to look into if you are considering sailing in Croatia. The local currency is the kuna. That's the current rate. When we first arrived in Croatia, the rate was nearer 10 kunas to the pound, so that's made a significant difference. We use a Metrobank account now for obtaining cash from ATLs. We used to use Nationwide until they changed their terms. We've had very good service from Metrobank with a good rate of exchange and no charges. If you're on the islands, and even if you're in some of the smaller restaurants on the mainland, it's always good to have plenty of cash with you, because they find all kinds of reasons for not being able to use their card machines. There are many alternatives to marinas. Town keys, depending upon the facilities offered, much cheaper than marinas. Many restaurants have free keys. There are 92 mooring buoy concession areas where you pay for a mooring buoy for staying overnight. Many people take up a mooring during the day and then disappear later on in the afternoon or early evening. Many restaurants have free buoys, and there are many anchorages. Some boats complain that they don't find many anchorages, and yet other boats anchor for most of the time. If you are going to anchor, then you should stay 300 meters away from a buoyed concession area.